1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Ayesha Nayab. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says federal government is fully committed to resolve national issues in consultation with all federating units and stakeholders. President has said Pakistan wants to further enhance collaboration with Korea in the areas of economy, politics, culture and people-to-people contacts. Pakistan welcomes global development initiative put forward by Chinese President as a timely and good-intentioned step towards sustainable development. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred one more Kashmiri youth in Kulagam district. United States has imposed sanctions on 6 North Koreans and 1 Russian firm and individuals over North Korea's weapons program. In Lebanon, Prime Minister has called on all political parties to secure a meeting of the Council of Ministers in a bid to end political deadlock. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has emphasized that governments want to have a credible census data that can be used for initiating policies and projects for welfare of citizens. He was addressing the 49th meeting of the Council of Common Interest in Islamabad today. The meeting approved the conduct of a 7th Population and Housing Census and establishment of Census Monitoring Committee. The committee will oversee and monitor census activities to ensure an expeditious, transparent and credible census operations. On the occasion, the Prime Minister congratulated members of the Council of Common Interest on establishment of CCI's permanent secretariat and said that it manifests a collaborative spirit between the federal and provincial governments. Imran Khan emphasized that the federal government is fully committed to resolve national issues in consultation with all federating units and stakeholders. The meeting also approved the annual report of CCI for the last fiscal year. It was informed that a total of 6 meetings were conducted during fiscal year 2020 to 2021, during which 21 agenda items were considered with 13 decisions implemented and 6 decisions under process. The CCI also decided that additional water requirements for Karachi would be discussed by the committee formed to reconcile views of the provinces at the political and technical level and issues related to water. Members of National Assembly Ghaus Bakhsh Khan Mahar and Sardar Nasrullah Khan Darsak called on Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad today and discussed political situation and development projects of their constituencies. The Prime Minister on the occasion directed to politically organize and make functional the party at the constituencies. Member of National Assembly Haji Imtiaz Ahmed Chaudhry, Amjad Khan Niazi, Shaukat Bhatti and Syed Faizul Hassan also called on Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad today and discussed political and development matters of their constituencies. The Prime Minister directed to pay special attention to addressing the public issues. Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Farooq Habib has said the Finance Supplementary Bill 2021 will not affect the common man. Talking to the media in Islamabad today, he said the bill is aimed at documenting the economy. President Dr. Arif Alvi says Pakistan wants to further enhance collaboration with the Republic of Korea in the areas of economy, politics, culture and people-to-people contacts. Talking to Ambassador Designate of Pakistan to Korea, Nabil Munir in Islamabad today, he emphasized the need for proactive measures to increase the quantum of trade between the two countries. The President asked the ambassador to urge Korean investors to invest in different sectors of the Pakistani economy, particularly in the Special Economic Zones and CPEC projects. Later, the Ambassador Designate of Pakistan to Algeria, Dr. Muhammad Tariq, also called on the President. The President said Pakistan and Algeria enjoy cordial relations based on a common religion and cultural values. Minister for National Food and Security and Research Syed Fakhr Imam has reaffirmed that Pakistan is ready to work with the international community to promote more ambitious collective actions to address the problem of food security in the world. He was virtually addressing the 7th D8 Agricultural Ministerial Meeting on Agriculture and Food Security, promoting climate smart agriculture today. The minister said this conference has provided us a platform to make a commitment to eradicate poverty, end hunger, combat climate change, and address the challenge of reducing food loss and waste. This is Radio Pakistan. Foreign Office spokesperson Asim Iftikhar says Pakistan welcomes global development initiative put forward by Chinese President Xi Jinping as a timely and good intention step to facilitate implementation of United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Addressing a weekly news briefing in Islamabad today, he said, Global Development Initiative will open up new avenues of collaboration with developing countries in support of their post-pandemic economic recovery as well as long-term sustainable growth. Asim Iftikhar said Prime Minister Imran Khan is paying a 3-day visit to China from 3rd of next month to attend the opening ceremony of Winter Olympic Games Beijing 2022 at the invitation of Chinese leadership. He said Pakistan looks forward to the successful Winter Olympics in Beijing. Responding to a question, Foreign Office spokesperson said Pakistan remains committed for a peaceful relations with its neighbors including India. He, however, said the onus is on India to create an enabling environment for dialogue. He regretted that there is no visible change in the hostile attitude and negative behavior of India. The spokesperson said Pakistan will continue to highlight Kashmir dispute and rights of oppressed Kashmiri people at all international forums. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred one more Kashmiri youth and injured many civilians in Kulagam district. The killing and injuries took place during a coordinated search operation in Parivan area of the district launched by Indian occupation forces. Meanwhile, an Indian special operation group personnel was killed and 3 Indian troops injured during the operation. United States has imposed sanctions on 6 North Korea's and 1 Russian firm and individuals over North Korea's weapons program. In a statement, the U.S. Treasury Department said the steps are aimed to prevent the advancement of North Korea's weapons program and impede its attempt to proliferate weapons technologies. The statement said the sanctions followed after 6 North Korean ballistic missile launches since September, each of which the U.S. said violated UN Security Council resolutions. Lebanese Prime Minister Najib Mittaki has called on all political parties to secure a meeting for the Council of Ministers in a bid to end the political deadlock. Speaking at a conference held in connection with the launching of an environmental report in Beirut, he said, "We must start right away with the rescue process, waste no more time and avoid becoming victims of our own actions." United Nations says $3.9 billion has needed for help in Yemen as conflict escalates in the country. Acting Assistant Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Deputy Emergency Relief Coordinator Ramesh Rajasingham told the UN Security Council that funds needed to help some 16 million people in Yemen, where a conflict has raged for more than 7 years. The World Health Organization has urged for preparedness against concurrent outbreaks of COVID-19 and other respiratory diseases during the coming spring. In a statement, WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said more than 15 million new COVID-19 cases were reported to WHO from around the world last week. The ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup begins in the West Indies from tomorrow. 16 teams, including Pakistan, are taking part in the tournament. Pakistan have been placed in Group C alongside debutant Afghanistan, Papua New Guinea and Zimbabwe. Pakistan's first match between Zimbabwe will be played at Diego Martin Sporting Complex on 17th of this month. And finally, the weather. Cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while very cold and partly cloudy in upper areas during the next 12 hours. Dense fog is likely to prevail in Upper Sindh, plain areas of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Now some of the headlines once again. Prime Minister says the federal government is fully committed to resolve national issues in consultation with all federating units and stakeholders. President has said Pakistan wants to further enhance collaboration with Korea in the areas of economy, politics, culture and people-to-people contacts. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletin on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.